reading a book called The Art of Empathy right now. It's by Carla McLaren, and I wish I'd had this book years ago so that I could have identified myself as an empath. And one of the ways she describes empaths are people who are really sensitive to other people's emotions and feelings and just their energies. I wouldn't have known this when I was younger because I had learned to shut it down. But now that I've been in therapy for a long time, I've been working on myself, I'm uncovering my sensitivity and realizing how much and how often I pick up on other people's energies, from just interactions with friends to being in large crowds. Today, I want to tell you a story about a friend of mine and an interaction we had where I really took on her emotion. We were staying at a hotel in Colorado Springs for her birthday, and she had lost her key. She started to panic because when she was a little girl, if she lost something, her dad's response was erratic. He might yell at them, he might hit them, he might fly off the handle, or he might do nothing. But you always had to be ready. So when I started to try to help her, because I think I'm a helpful person and I want to be of service, and she started to get more activated, it didn't make sense to me. And what happened was I tried to tell her it's going to be okay, don't worry about it. Like, basically I tried to say stop feeling what you're feeling, because I was starting to get agitated. I didn't realize until later that I wanted her to stop feeling her fear so that my system would settle down. I was trying to control her so that I could regulate my own emotion. And of course, to her, that felt like control. It felt very similar to what her father would do when they were little. And it was humbling for me when we finally were able to talk about it and pick this apart, to realize that sometimes, even in my career as a therapist, I have wanted other people to stop the intensity of their emotion so that I wouldn't have to feel it in my body. And what Carla McLaren talks about is that one of the skills of empathy is self-regulation, learning how to regulate our own system and the self-care mechanisms that we need so that our responses aren't contingent on other people or the environment around us. So that's what I started learning at that point. And the first step for me was acknowledging that I was trying to control her. And the second step was that I really was taking on her energy. And the third was to realize I could actually do something about that without trying to shut her down. So I invite you to look for places in your life where you may be trying to control other people, or where you may be really sensitive, and to look at ways that you already are taking care of yourself and the things that you automatically and inherently do to calm your nervous system. And then also do some research to see what you might do that's going to help you even further. And again, for me, one of the first things was to stop blaming other people and to stop trying to control them, and to really determine what my needs were, what my beliefs were, what was happening in my body, so that I could take care of me first. Because then if I'm grounded and if I'm settled and if I feel good in my own body, I'm really much more capable of being there for other people. So I hope you enjoy your inquiry and find some good tools and techniques.